Go ahead.
moving into another section,
No,
we
it's
can hold
good.
on. But what do you think about women that be like, "Oh, Jesus is my husband"?
Oh, I'm happy you brought that up because I don't feel like that is.
That
Why
is
would you?
horrible.
That is horrible.
That is
Why
horrible.
would you
First
say
of all,
that?
Jesus is married. Okay, he's a married man. He's
Why
married
would
to the
you
church, so
say
he got a
that?
woman. So, dude, Jesus is not.
And
your
he already,
girlfriend.
and you in the church,
I mean,
so
boyfriend.
he's
Look at me,
already
I'm-
kind of married to you anyway because
Right.
the church, he's married to the church. So why would you say that? I hate when women say Jesus is my boyfriend, Jesus is my husband. It can't just be, not saying it can be just you and Jesus because it can.
He can be, but he is not your
But
husband.
he is not your husband. And he is meant for companionship, and it is meant in his word for companionship, for partnership,
But
for
not the
community.
kind you talking
But you
He ain't
said
finna be all like, "Show you right." Yeah, like, just call me Daddy J. Now that was way wild.
that's what he have his people call him.
What? Crazy. No, it ain't.
No, but all jokes. But what I'm saying is that I don't like that at all.
And if you don't know where to find me, I'm not looking. I'm looking for the silver lining. The silver lining. And I don't know where I'm hoping.
Hey, welcome back. This is Womanology Podcast, and I am here with my friend. He on his phone, being so rude.
That's what I do. You know? Be like that sometimes. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
I feel big time since I'm on Womanology. You know what I'm saying? So
He been teasing me about that since I told him or I asked him to come on. So as you all know, me and Dom did our dating series, and we shared our comical and humorous stories of dating, our dating stories that were funny. Then we share our dating facts of yes and no and what you need to look for in a partner. But now we're going to talk about something that's very more intentional to me, dating in the church culture. I grew up in church, so I loved going to youth Bible studies. I love going to the vacation Bible schools.
you love going there?
The vacation Bible schools was lit.
Vacation Bible school was lit.
Vacation Bible schools for the summer was lit. Don't play.
Yeah, it was good. But
yeah.
like Bible study, you like Bible study?
Well, I meant the vacation Bible schools.
Oh, okay.
Not the Bible studies.
I was like, you a super Bobo Shana.
But no, I did. The vacation Bible schools was lit. We had a great time. And during that time, when we were growing up, it was a lot of youth. It was 13 on up to probably 21. So you had your core group of youth you would be around. And of course, at that age of 13, you were liking boys. For me, of course, not you. And you have different types of feelings. And so you were just never, taught how to gear that. So that's why we're having this conversation now at 40 plus.
At 40 plus is wild.
But yeah, so do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, Pastor Steve, Pastor Leonard Missionary Baptist Church, St. Louis, Missouri.
Did you throw a whistle? I hope not.
Up to the interpreter. But it could be word of God.
Please don't put up my show. That W is
Word
for
of
womenology.
God.
It's for womenology. We gonna say
Right. Now, I've been a pastor for almost 3 years. March make 3, which is crazy because that's a whole different story. But
oh yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, and I'm divorced. I think that's
Go with the topic.
yeah, I guess it goes with the topic. I'm divorced now since 2020. Got 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. And yeah, I'm dating. What? Right. My guy say, I'll be back for that.
Yeah. So thank you for your good introduction. So here at Womanology, we like to do an icebreaker.
Mhm.
And so I got a few.
All right.
First, what are you working on as a person? Just what in general that you want to be better at. It doesn't have to be something so deep. I want to be the best writer. it could be something as simple as like waking up at the time that I said, I was gonna wake up at.
Man, wait. First of all, waking up is a struggle.
Man,
You hear me?
how many times do you snooze?
It's an ungodly amount of like. It's probably. It depends on what day it is. Like on Monday, I have to be up at a certain time for a meeting. But on Tuesday hit different. I'm probably snoozing till about I don't even want to say.
Well, how many times you just push the snooze button?
Maybe 2 or 3 times.
Okay, I'm the same way. I push it about 2 to 3 times.
Yeah.
But oddly enough, on Friday, I don't push it. Like, yes, let's go.
That's weird, because on Friday, I'll be like, especially if I got to preach Sunday, I'm like, but nah, what am I working on?
Yeah, what you
working on? Working on probably my biggest thing is probably like taking care of my self-health.
Oh.
Yeah. So like vacationing without feeling guilty. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so for me, what I'm working on, being more intentional with myself, so self-care as well, and taking time for myself, intentional time. So I'm working on that. I don't think nothing else particular. I'm kind of like in a
So tell me, how come you don't take time? No, just
you about to change my job. You about to be the psychologist.
Yeah. So tell me, why do you feel?
That is psychologist and a pastor. How is this gonna go?
Crazy. This episode finna be jam packed. Y'all gonna need to see y'all therapist after this one. No, or y'all pastor, or both.
Simultaneously. So, okay. Also, what is your emoji for today?
My emoji? That one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You was prepared. So, for me, probably nervous. I don't know how that one looks like. I think it's like this. And yeah.
Oh, that's the grimace one? That's my dude.
Yeah. Like, probably, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going to happen.
Me neither. I looked at, I'm going to be honest with you. I looked at the first question and I was like, this should be cool. And I went to sleep.
I sent them really late.
I was like, let me dig into these questions. I was like, that should be cool. And I turned my phone off. I was watching Papa's House. Have you seen Papa's House?
I love Papa's House. They canceled it.
Yeah. I mean, I can see why they did.
Why?
It was kind of corny a little bit.
No,
but
it had funny.
It had some, right.
It was funny.
It was funny at points. I mean, I did like it. I'm still watching it. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Y'all about to beat me down. Like,
what do you mean? Like, I love
what you mean,
show?
Papa's House? When I say corny, I'm a corny dude. Like, I love that kind of humor. But if I'm watching a sitcom with like a comedy great, then I expect to be
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So your expectations.
I set my expectations too high.
Well, he's a Wayne. So that's a normal expectation.
Yeah.
Given the fact of, they're Waynes. They're supposed to be.
Yeah, they're supposed to be. Yeah. Even the episode with Marlon was kind of like, okay. Like, I mean, it was like I said, it was some funny parts. But it was just, I don't know, it left me wanting more. I guess that's what I'm getting way too psychology.
You're the pastor. I told you we switched places. No, I'm not doing that.
Right. You gonna pray us in?
Nah, that's too heavy. So so we already did that. So here's my first question, since we're going to talk more about church and dating culture. So the church in itself, you know how we always promote community because we know that community is and shows God's love. So we promote community and we promote learning and loving each other and loving our neighbor. However, I feel like when it comes to romantic relationships and building those and cultivating those, the church doesn't do a really good job with that. That's just my feeling. What are your thoughts, Pastor?
Well, I mean, I can agree with that. I mean, I don't think that church has ever equipped themselves to have those kind of conversations. In the dating aspect is always you're married.
Yeah.
It's from the point of a married standpoint, or
Yeah.
if you are looking to be married. It's not like, the stages before. Hey, I think I'm gonna put a ring on it. Not a lot of people see their wife when they see that person, or see their husband when they see that person. Most women are quite aggravated when they see, somebody that's a potential, because here's another one, and then they grow into it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of women don't see. You don't have a lot of stories where women are like, yeah, I knew from the moment I saw him that was my husband. It's kind of a thing like, I mean, he really he was aggravating at times. He really leaned in on it. He wouldn't leave me alone type stuff. And then it kind of grows into what you see at church. But that stuff in the beginning, I don't think the church is or was equipped to handle that kind of topic. And I think it was because people, I think is a little bit of ownership on both sides. The church, I don't think was equipped, but I think that was because the church wasn't brought that type of, that type of vibe. Hey, what do you do when you're trying to date? And blah, 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 blah. I think that kind of was reserved for outside of the church. You'd be asking your friends, or you ask your, it just wasn't something that I don't remember anybody ever bringing to, the church or whatnot.
I don't either. And also, if you think about the black church, it was used for safety and slavery, right? So if I'm using this as far as a safe haven, obviously I don't think they're promoting like marriage. They're promoting, a safety haven. And so I feel like, that has a lot to do with it. That's probably like a whole different conversation. But when I think about the church and how we're supposed to have community with each other, and that's the place where you go and learn. I mean, I went to Catholic schools my entire life, so again, Christian based. So when I think about things like that, why wouldn't the church, address dating, address hey, your feelings are changing, and it's okay because when you are 13, so when you are 13 or 16 or
I was gonna say that, but I was all like, this your show.
You could have said something. Any other time, yeah. Stephen would correct me.
No, I mean, I'm on mics, so I know this is a dynamic mic, and you got to be up on that mug. When I was 17.
No, but seriously, though, I feel like that's what we need. We need more classes or more youth trips or youth groups or whatever to discuss dating as a teen.
I think it should start at the church and those children's parents.
Mm-hmm. And how to bring it to them.
And not just that, but also to let them know that, hey, we're going to be bringing this to your children.
Oh, you know what?
So it opens a door, or kind of sets a because I mean, at this point, you're not looking to go to church to hear about singleness and all that kind of stuff with your kids. You're probably looking at you probably have a singles ministry for adults, and most of those people have been through the ringer in relationships. So it's like you're already kind of hustling backwards. You're going backwards with it, but there's nothing really single programs for people that are coming up, and that's actually where you need it. It kind of sounds weird to talk about a singles ministry for kids, but I mean, wouldn't you rather have them in a healthy relationship moving forward than looking backwards?
Exactly. Why wouldn't you talk to them and teach them what they're supposed to do and not do and look for at this early age? So
I mean, think of it this way. I mean, you teaching kids how to be engineers when they're 16.
And code.
Right. So you're teaching them how to be.
You teach them an instrument.
You're teaching them how to get, how to make money, how to, encourage wealth, and then, but you don't want to teach them how to be emotionally available.
I was about to say that you don't want to teach them how to regulate emotions. You don't want to teach them that, sometimes the emotions and the hormones that you're having is normal. Because the way that I was raised, like when you start having those feelings, I was just always taught, oh, you don't need a boyfriend. You too young. Put your head in the book. And I be thinking to myself, I've read these books. I don't think y'all want me to be reading any more books. Like, I've read a lot of books. I'm trying to talk to you so I can, know your perspective. But it was shut down.
What do you think about when women, I don't know, I did not read more than one question.
I hate him because he knows that. Okay.
I don't know if you can tell me if moving into another section. No, we can hold on. But what do you think about women that be like, Jesus is my husband?
Oh, I'm happy you brought that up because I don't feel like that is. Why would you?
Horrible.
That is horrible.
That is
why
horrible.
Would you
First
say
of all,
that?
Jesus is married. Okay, he's a married man.
Why would you?
Church, so
say
he got a
that?
woman. So, dude, Jesus is not.
And he already, and you in the church, so he's already kind of married to you anyway because the church, he's married to the church. So why would you say that? I hate when women say Jesus is my boyfriend, Jesus is my husband. It can't just be. Not saying it can be just you and Jesus because it can.
It can be, but he is not your husband.
But he is not your husband, and he is meant for companionship, and it is meant in His word for companionship, for partnership.
But not the kind you talking
about. You
said ain't finna be all like, show you right. Yeah, like, just call me Daddy J. Now that was way wild.
That's what he have his people call him.
What? Crazy.
No, but all jokes. But what I'm saying is that I don't like that at all. I feel like it takes the focus off of you. And what I mean by you, I mean like them, the women who say that. Because it doesn't give them the accountability to be emotional safety for another person, to be emotionally available for another person, and to have emotional intelligence, not just for them and for another person. Because when you are considering somebody's feelings and when you are considering yourself to be prepared to be in a relationship, it's not about you.
Right, and a lot of people are trying to master more of the vertical relationship, like between them and God, and then totally forsake the horizontal relationship. So we're better at trying to know God than trying to know each other. But God says, "How can you love me and you don't even know the person that's sitting next to you?"
Exactly. So you don't love me.
Right, you can't, because my most valued creation is mankind. And you are totally ignoring mankind to try to.
You a savage out here,
right? You told like how you gonna like me? But it's just like you like my son, you like me, but you can't stand my son. Mm-hmm. My son is
me,
one of my most prized possessions.
Yeah,
and so you're gonna tell me that you don't really mess with him, but you love me.
That's what I don't understand either.
You gotta love who I love.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is. So I'm happy that you brought that up. Here's my other question. What role do you believe? And you know what? You already get 2 questions off the list, Mr.
Bam! Look at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a prophet. No, let me quit.
They did.
On here? On the way here?
Oh yeah. For what? So he was a scammer?
Yes.
What? So he was scamming.
Yeah, so X out the part where I said I'm a prophet.
He said he's not a scammer.
I don't want that kind of problem. I don't want them kind of
like, I'm not a scammer.
Right. I ain't even a fake prophet. We ain't playing those games.
No. Okay, so what role do you believe that faith plays in picking a person for you? I know.
Yeah, so now I'd say it plays, and I ain't even gonna front with y'all. It still plays a scary part, you know. It because we're conditioned to want to fix things ourselves, do things ourselves,
Yes.
to have a certain amount of control over situations, and to totally yield that over to God and be all like, hey, God, you pick my mate. And you already thinking like, man, I don't want, if God picked my mate, she probably going to be too safe. You know what I mean? Like, if God picked my mate, he probably going to be I need him
you
to
want
have
her to be a little bit
and,
a little bit of Tatiana?
A
little bit of Tatiana in her? Just a little bit, like a reformed Tatiana, though. Reformed.
I plead the fifth.
I said reformed. I didn't say she not thotting no more.
No, I'm just saying I need
a certain type.
Yeah, a certain type. And I think that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I think that's perfectly fine. I know people gonna be looking at this, be like, the pastor? Yes, the pastor. I mean, the pastor is a man.
Human.
Right.
You're human.
And I'm trying to do this the right way, to where, I'm not out here.
Yeah.
Being a horrible human being.
To somebody else's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be cool.
So I agree with you on that. I feel like sometimes that now I do have a person, because remember, you guys, Womanology listeners, Dom and I did a whole 3-part series of dating. And some of those episodes are very comical, but if you really read in between the lines, we really brought out we discussed some really good points. So I say that to be like, I'm similar. I don't want a Tatiana or a Thotty Daddy.
A Thot Daddy?
Thot Daddy? Thot Daddy. Dude, I just made a lot. Thot Daddy.
You did? That is crazy.
Thot Daddy.
Roll the tape back. I said it first, and that's crazy. She all like, I just made something up.
I don't want a Thot Daddy. But I understand what you're saying when it's a certain type of woman that you're looking for, and you don't want her to be too square. I don't want my dude to be
I don't want nobody with pink hair or anything like that, but I want her personality to be somebody with pink hair.
I don't want him to be too square, but I do.
Just square enough.
Just a little nerdy.
Square with the rounded edges.
Just a little nerdy, where we can be a little geeky, but not like not a Thot Daddy. I don't think I want a Thot Daddy.
Like when you out at the gas station, you get out to pump your gas, and the chick be out like, "Hey."
Because I don't play that.
Because it's a different kind of hey when you see somebody.
I don't play that. I like, if you like, no, I don't play that. Like, if he get out and pump the gas and he sees someone that he knows, because obviously he will know other people before me, and I want to like a wave, you can do a thumbs up. She can come over and give you a dap.
Hey, Poppy.
She better.
Not that.
Hey.
Hey, Thot Daddy.
And I will step out the car. Hey,
Thot Daddy.
I will step out the car.
Thot Daddy. No, you get back in the car. I pump this.
I'm stepping out, and I'm not pumping gas though.
Yeah, I mean, but no dude wants a woman that like on site people be all like, oh, strawberry from
So tell me more about that, because I understand that dudes do not want like a lady that's well known. However, when you get older, it is other women, other men that will know other people. Not saying that she got to be well known with other, everybody.
Oh yeah, it's like I said earlier. It's a difference between
the well known,
the haze, and hey, like, hey, the like or the like the look when you be like, I can't believe he got her. You're like, this chick, come to the stage. I don't, guys,
not coming to the stage.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You been some places?
I got some friends that have been some places, and like to be like, this is.
Okay, so here's my other question. What about those? What about those hey hugs in church?
Hey hugs.
Them hey. Hugs in church. I know. We're in the thick of it.
So, you talking about me particularly, like as a pastor?
As a pastor. Or just you, Edward.
So, all right. So,
Stephen.
I mean, as Stephen, like a hug is a hug, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hugger. Like I'm a
yeah,
hugger.
I know you're a hugger.
You know, I'm a hugger.
Yeah.
On
site.
On site. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. However, as a pastor, I have to be careful about that because people read into hugs, and not just the person that's looking at you hug people, but the person that you actually hugging. And people, what I've noticed is people are attracted more to my position and anointing than they are to. They don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like they're attracted. Not to cut you off. I just want to make sure I understand. You just feel like they're attracted to like what your purpose is rather than you as a person.
Yeah, it's like this is a real powerful thing, and then some people are just attracted to their perception of power, right? So he's the pastor, so the buck stops there. But you're not looking at like, I'm the pastor, but this ain't none of mine. I'm actually a steward over this, and this belongs to somebody else. And I'm trying not to. Well, not just that. I mean, I'm talking about like the spiritual aspect of it. This is not, I'm as far as the board is concerned. I'm still
ahead of that.
Yeah, I'm still above that. But it's like it's when you think of like a pastor or something like that.
I'm listening.
You think of somebody that's influential. Yeah. You think of somebody that is always up front. Somebody that walks into the room and they own the room. And those, if you ask a woman what they're looking for, those are some of the things that they're looking for. Somebody when they walk into a room and they own that room, they're not
everything you
afraid to be in that room.
Yeah. And
so you give somebody a hug that's kind of like, already looking at you like, oh well, you fit the description of this person. So you gotta it's the church hug. You gotta get the church hug.
So you be giving a lot of church hugs?
I'm doing better.
Only because I know him. Guys.
I'm doing better at that. Real talk, because like I'll just walk up to somebody and
just
give them a hug, and because I can feel like this is going everywhere, but
we still in the dating aspect in church culture. Nothing has
right. So every time this is all church, but ever since I became a pastor, I've become more aware, emotionally, spiritually, of things, and I like feel a lot. So like I could walk into a room and be all like, "Oh, that dude, he need to be dapped up and give a hug. He need a hug, or she needs a hug, and this and yada yada yada." And I do it, and people like break down. Or then some people, you do it, and be all like, "Oh, he smell kind of good," It's a whole. So
then they be trying to. Never mind, I'm not gonna say that.
I've had people.
That's what I was, but I would. That's the clean version. I was gonna say. Yeah. That's another clean version. That's another two clean versions, guys. Yeah.
Like, it's not as attractive.
A church hug.
Right. It's not as attractive as you think it is. Nah, I mean, I'm not even talking about that.
Sister Ethel, then Pastor Steve. Right. Listen, you prayed that prayer.
Crazy. Yeah. I've had dude.
I was about to ask you. No, here's the thing. Why did he walk off, y'all? Yeah, no, seriously. This my friend, so of course one time, and you can cut this out if you don't want this in there. But one time we was on the phone, and I think you had just finished church, but we was talking on the phone, and you was in your car, and we was on the phone, and then some of your church members had came up to the car, and they had asked you for something, and then you was like, "Well, hold on, let me get out the car, let me see what they want," And then I heard in the background, they was asking you, like, did you want a pie or something? And then I just, like, hung up the phone because
It was probably a cake.
a cake, see, I knew it was a sweet treat. And so I heard them and they was, like, asking you if you wanted a cake. And you was like, no, I'm okay. Like, you was literally saying, like, no, well, what kind is it? Well, no, I think I'm all right.
I think I remember.
And then you had called me back, and then they came back to your car.
Yeah.
So they be like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell you what, as a pastor, you don't have to worry about eating. As a matter of fact, I had to pull back on that because I was gaining weight.
So you will have like meals for you by the single women of the church, like Monday through Saturday?
I've had a tray of lasagna.
It's just you?
Yep, a tray of lasagna, a tray of chicken, some peach cobbler. And that's just
so
and a pound cake. Now, anybody that know me, pound boy.
That's why they kept asking him about that cake. Y'all, we were on the phone.
Pound cake is it. You hear me? And
that's why you kept saying yes or no.
No, it just depends because people like to put stuff on pound cake.
Okay.
You know, you want. Now I do my pound cake with strawberries and this and that. I just want pound cake.
Yeah. Just give me the regular.
Just give me regular schmack.
They be trying to juice it up so you can pick them. There's a lot of pick me shit that be coming around you. This question just came from the dome.
Next question.
Okay.
But not so much. We're they're just a little slicker. But like when I first became pastor, that inbox went stupid.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's like somebody put a
target on your back.
No, a Goodyear blimp in the air. It was all like Stephen's a pastor now. And it was all like my inbox went stupid.
Like, okay, so speaking from a psychologist's perspective, right? Because I know for me, since I've had my podcast, like, and I told Daryl about it, I don't like all this attention, y'all. Like,
yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's like,
I love y'all. I love giving y'all good content. Y'all know my content is for women. It really is. But I don't.
Now I know how women feel.
I love y'all.
Because you be thinking you be like, right. But I mean, but you think the guys, we think that we be like slick and smooth. And it's like, nah, I just want to get some gas. And like, I mean, the inbox go dumb. So, and it's like, am I late? Did I miss my chance? And
wait a minute, did I miss my chance? Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna pause right there because I wanted to ask you this.
What you wanted to ask me? You missed your chance.
Listen, don't play with me. Don't play with me because I don't play with me. Don't play with me because I can't.
I am Dom with the Uncaped Mama Podcast. What can you expect on the Uncaped Mama Podcast? Well, one, you can expect me talking about all types of topics related to motherhood and parenting. So things like, things I've already talked about here, right, are going through loss and experiencing loss and rebuilding your relationship with yourself. I've talked about child support and all the issues surrounding that. I'll talk about money and finances. I've talked about self-care for parents. I will have myself. I'll have guests. I will have funny and light topics and also some more serious topics. My goal here is for moms to take their capes off. Be okay with the good, bad, and the in-between that comes with motherhood, and to be able to shape your journey the way that works best for you and your children. You are unique. You are different. There's lots of advice out there and a lot of information you can process. And my goal is for you to determine what works best for you. So that is the purpose of the Uncaped Mama Podcast. That is what you will see here. Make sure to like, subscribe, listen, follow, engage with me. I would love to connect with you, and I'll see you on the next.
Yeah, that's great.
That's crazy.
And then we all like, yeah, I'm the first lady. Like,
that's crazy.
word.
Don't pay. Me and Don talked about this on the don't pay. Don't y'all open up that wallet on them first dates. Don't
No, this
do
wasn't
it.
even the first date.
Don't pay.
Yeah. Who, the men?
No.
The
women.
I was all like, that's a whole brand new. Let's talk about that.
We're not
I've
talking
been
about
I've been hustling backwards since like.
No, the women, but that's just one of the things that we discussed. Okay, so when it comes to your position and for you and dating, it's just hard for you to trust others.
It's hard to be single and a pastor.
Yeah,
It's very difficult because you don't know if people are just wanting to be
yeah.
the first lady or if people want to be.
You don't know if they want that title or if they're there for you.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know if they want to be a wife or if they want to be a first lady. Two are not synonymous.
Oh, you want to know something about what you just said? If they want to be a wife or they want to be a first lady, it's because sometimes when you have the two and you said they're not synonymous, being a wife is of service.
Mm-hmm.
And even though a first lady is of service, it's a different type of service.
Right.
Because being a wife, you service to your husband. Mm-hmm. But being a first lady, I don't want to say you're not service to your husband, but it's like the way that things look.
I mean, if you look at it, a first lady is not a service to the pastor.
Mm-mm. It's not.
It's not. It's not a first lady to her husband. A first lady is a service to the church.
Exactly.
And that's why, I mean, because if it was a service to the husband, then where's the second lady?
Shouldn't be a second lady.
Right?
It shouldn't be
the
a
only
third lady.
It's my wife, right?
Exactly.
So your service to the pastor is as a wife. Mm-hmm. And so if you can't handle one person and do that well, how are you gonna do well with hundreds of people?
Yeah.
So basically, you just want to be serviced.
So here's the other thing that I found out in dating at 40 plus. It's 40 plus. Well, I'm 40, but I had to put 46. That plus. I had to put that plus in there.
46.
I know. I didn't want to say your age because you kind of old.
No, because I'm proud of that. I'm 40. I mean, dude, we don't really care. I mean, next year I'll be 47. In a few 4 months.
My birthday is in December. Yours is in January.
Right. So 4 months.
Do the math.
September, November, December, January. Yeah.
That's 4 months.
Yeah.
Oh, so you was right.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Were you a January or December? Oh, okay, you're Aquarius. Yeah.
Now he a Cap. He just made it.
Yeah.
He literally just made it. Quit throwing up Womanology.
I'm throwing up word to God.
No, you're not. So, okay. So we talked about that. Here's my other thing, the point that I was going to make. A lot of times you worry about, like, is she, does she want to be a wife? But for women, we have to worry about, like, does he want to be a husband?
Yeah.
And so, because the way that the dynamic works, and this is the psychology part of it, and just different things and different stories and different textbooks that I've read, in order for the balance of the relationship, the man has to be, and this is just from scientifically proven, I'm not making this up, this is not reality. The woman has to be adored and the man has to be admired. And if those are in balance, then your relationship has a better part of, surviving. Now, if the man does not want to be a husband or he doesn't have those husband attributes, then there's no way that he can adore his wife. Then, in fact, he doesn't get admired and he looks not from his wife. Of course, you get admiration from people.
Yeah. Do you think that it can be interchangeable?
Like he admires her and she adores him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it can be interchangeable, but just like
I think a bigger word for that, and I'm not disagreeing with you at all. Yeah. I think a bigger word for that is reciprocity. Mm-hmm. Like if I can extend adoration to you, then if you love me, then you can extend adoration to me. Yeah. If you can extend adoration. Yeah. So to adore someone. Then if you can adorn, how about that? If you can adorn him, he should be able to reciprocate that because everybody loves to an extent what they give, right? So like if I show you, if I come and I give, just on GP, I bring you some flowers, right? That should be an open invitation for.
I like flowers.
That should be an open invitation for you to be all like, what, he did this. Well, now it may not be flowers for me, and it could be. It's just the act of, spontaneous gifting or whatever.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's a specific, like, if he comes with some like very specific flowers, I mean, try to do that and see what he think.
So
I thought about this because you brought me some flowers. I wanted to get that back to you. I wanted to get that energy back to you.
the reciprocity.
Yeah, it's all about reciprocity.
So you know what?
That's big.
I'm happy that you mentioned it, but you know what else that just came to my mind, and we still kind of stand on the subject. Yeah. I'm just gonna bring it back. So, excuse me. Brief note. Last night I was at a concert, and it was the worst. I'm not gonna trash them on my podcast because I'm not gonna do it at that time. But I'm letting you all know that's why my voice is very raspy, and I keep clearing my throat. Anyway, I had to listen, Pastor.
Oh, that was just that. That was aggressive. I had to clear my throat.
So, this is one psychologist I was listening to on TikTok. And I think his name is like Steve Ricks or Rick Steves or something like that. He has two persons. And so he said that the reason why sometimes marriages do not work is that everybody, going back to what you were saying, reciprocity. So think about a ladder without steps. So I put this step here, and my wife steps on this, and then you in return she puts this step here, and my wife steps on that, and we continue to do that. Yep. But somewhere between when it gets too much to put that next step, then we
expect that person to put the other step in.
And we kind of either stay here, or he or she will put her step and then leave their step. And that's why they don't necessarily grow together. And that's why a lot of times with marriages, they end up in divorce, or they end up in
they say they grew apart.
Yeah. No, you stop the word.
Yeah. And that's a lot of things. That's one of the things that single people need to learn, is that relationships don't build themselves. I hear a lot. I just want to get in a relationship. No problems. I don't want no drama.
That will never
yada. Look, you can't be in a relationship with yourself and not have any problems. So
will you say that one more time? Like, seriously.
Be in a relationship with yourself and not have any problems. I don't know if you meant me to do that.
No, I really did want you to say that.
But no, for real. I mean, everybody has problems. And then when you try to put your life into conjunction with somebody else, you're not making life easier for yourself. You're making things harder for yourself. Yeah. That's why people say relationships take work, marriages take work. And a lot of the problem is people don't want to die
to themselves,
right?
So they can be of service to another person,
right? Yeah. So this is an analogy that I heard. I can't take credit for this one, even though I wish I could for this podcast. But
yeah, Stephen trying to be the host on Womanology.
You hear me? Tune in next week when we're gonna talk about bowling now. But it's yeah. When you get married, you go down to what? You go down to an altar, right?
Oh, you're right. You do. Like a sacrifice.
And what happens at altars? Altars are the places of sacrifice.
Yeah.
And if you go to, and what happens in a sacrifice? Something has to die. So if you go down to the marriage altar and nothing dies, then you got married wrong.
That means that your ego has to die.
Your ego has to die. Your selfishness has to die. Your this is just me, you're gonna have to live with it, has to die. You are the whole point of a sacrifice at an altar. And I'm finna go Bible on it. Like in the Hebrew sacrifice, they did something called a burnt offering, right?
Okay, what chapter? Let me know.
So this is all in the Old Testament.
Okay.
Genesis,
Okay.
Exodus, anything.
Because I would put like Hebrew chapter. Boom, boom.
No, Hebrew, like the not Hebrews, the
Okay.
book. I'm talking about like
the actual
Hebrews.
Okay.
So the Jewish people, since we're being very particular, the Jewish people would do what they call a burnt offering. And so a burnt offering is not like any other offering. A burnt offering is total submission, total a total sacrifice. Nothing is left for human use, right? So like in the same essence, when you go get married, you're going to totally surrender to this union of marriage. So if something doesn't fit from my end and to your end, then I have to sacrifice my part. So it can fit.
Yeah.
Or don't get married.
Because it has to intertwine.
Yeah, the two become one. And you can't become one if one part is actively resisting with the other.
So going back to like dating, when you're starting in the beginning stages of dating and you are a Christian single, these are things that you have to think about when you are serious about finding your spouse. This isn't just like, Christmas pictures and family outings.
Right.
Christmas pictures. PJ pictures. This is for real. And so I think a lot of times what I feel we need to work more on is teaching women and men, apparently, because in this age, and I have said this before, when I was younger, at 40, I saw a lot more married adults in their 40s and growing up in church. But now that I'm in my 40s, or I am 40, I don't see as many 40-year-olds I see more single 40-year-olds in the church more than I did growing up. And me and you kind of talked about that too. And so you're right. You said that it's because you guys are divorcing. So what you had already explained, that wasn't necessary. I don't want to say it wasn't explained because it probably was.
No,
but it wasn't
it was
like
very
taken
just,
into account like really what you have to do.
It has a lot to do with being single first. You have to number one, you have to master being single first. Going back to the Bible. I hope y'all okay.
This, so of course, I said dating in church culture.
So check this out. A lot of people take Genesis and don't take the whole thing, right? Don't take Adam knew his wife immediately, which he did. But after the fall, the Bible said that he had to know her. Now, they are talking about sexual, right? Yeah. But another point of that is he had to know her emotionally. He had to relearn her. Yeah. He had to that's what I'm saying. He had to relearn her. And after, so what I'm saying is sin actually puts a veil over our eyes. So we don't actually see what we think we want to see when we're looking at somebody. We see somebody that we are what's the thing? We have chemistry with, right?
Chemistry. So
we have chemistry, but then that doesn't say that we're compatible. And that part you have to learn. You have to learn compatibility. Chemistry just happens. You know what I'm saying? It just happens. Oh man, we just vibe so well together.
You can have chemistry with anybody.
You can have chemistry with anybody. And I think
a lot of people don't realize that, because think about friendship, like platonic friendship. Mm-hmm. You can have chemistry, like me and her. We just click. We just, like my best homegirl, you all know, Chloe. We just click. I don't know. We was at Carnegie freshman year. Boom, click. My one friend, I went to the concert with. I've known her since I was 8 years old. 8 years old. Again, that's chemistry. That's a platonic, friendship. So you can. And
I'm not saying that you can't have chemistry at the beginning of a romantic relationship. Yeah. I think people put all their chips in on chemistry. Yeah,
Yeah.
they throw their chips in on chemistry and then don't even work on compatibility
Or alignment.
That's perfect.
So I like that what you said.
What you got?
These your questions.
Like,
The ones you didn't read. But apparently you showed
I didn't get them
answers.
until like 2:30 this morning.
You
so.
You lying. I mean, you was
Right,
that's
she
not
was
the
over
truth.
twerking and stuff.
You didn't like.
I'm about to air this mug out.
Hold up, thigh daddy.
Wow. No, but to go back to the point, that's what puts a lot of our relationships in divorce court because we tried to push compatibility where there was only chemistry.
And you didn't work on compatibility.
Right. I mean,
you didn't get outside that part.
Right. Well, I mean, and think about it. If you think that chemistry and compatibility are synonymous, there's no need for you to think about, okay, maybe maybe I need to think about compatibility more. You're thinking, okay, well, we vibe together, therefore we're compatible. You know, I'm a Capricorn and she's a Cancer. We're compatible. It's not that. It's some people are just who they are. They're like, you can't make somebody who just clicks with you into somebody that's compatible.
Yeah. And I think we spend a lot of time on vibing out in that chemistry bubble rather than trying to figure out if it's compatibility. But that brings me to the point, and I had a question here, but I'm going to say this. That brings me to the point in teaching people how to date. Like making sure you are dating intentional. So going on dates or, seeing each other, hanging out, getting to know that person face to face. That's when you will realize by the conversations that you are having that is this a compatible match. And unfortunately, like I said earlier in the podcast, we should have taught children who, start getting those hormones, start learning themselves how to do this. However, the way that I was raised, it was like, oh, you like boys, stay away. And a lot of women were raised that way in the church. And I have
It's
another.
a sin.
It's a sin. Stay away
it's a
from.
Sin and a shame before God.
I know. Like I can't say he cute. No.
That's how you get pregnant.
But then I ain't gonna say nothing right now. That's probably a different episode. But you're right. That's how you get pregnant. That's what they say. So I just wanted to bring that up on how it really hinders us if we're trying to build more community families in church and we're not teaching our generation that's coming up how to do that. So yeah. So I have another question. This is a little bit more personal, but how have you been, or have you ever showed up to relationships intentionally, or have you showed up passively?
Both. There have been times where I've shown up very passively, because of, and it's not a scapegoat, but it's a reason. Because of my inability to trust not other people but myself. Because as I said, I'm divorced as of 2020. Right? Hello, lady. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I'm divorced as of 2020.
You really trying to be a host of Womanology?
Dude, nah, it was just funny to me. I saw it in my head. I did it, and I was, but
how we go?
Right.
They gonna slide in my DMs, and I block you.
Right. Go ahead. Hit me up in Womanology.
Please don't do that.
Slide in my DMs at Womanology.
That thigh daddy. Where that thigh daddy? Because a lot of women follow me. Where that thigh daddy at?
No, but yeah, right. I'll be his.
You want that lady. Pound cake?
And I know he look like he likes sweet potato pie. I do, but anyway, where were we at? Because I don't. So I was married, and when you're married and get divorced, it's like it's unlike any other breakup.
Yes, it's a grief. It's a death.
You do that with a lot of people. Not a lot of people, with people that you may have fallen
really
in
love.
love
Yeah,
with.
yeah, yeah.
But those are the people that you fell in love with, and it wasn't in front of a whole bunch of people. When you get married in front of a whole bunch of people. Some people you know, some people you don't, and you swear on everything but a stack of Bibles that this is the one that you're going to live and die with, and then you know, till death do us part. And then, like, you guys are apart, and neither one of y'all are dead. It's
So
like when I got divorced.
yeah.
I had never thought about this before this moment. When the ink was dry, I thought to myself, every relationship that I've been in has failed. I had never thought about that.
Really?
Never. I had
So
never thought about that. Not just embarrassment, but it brings on it makes you think, okay, well, if I was so wrong about this one,
okay,
and this is the one that I said that I was going to live, get old with, to death do us part, sickness and hell, rich or for poor. This is the one that I said all of this in front of God and everybody.
Right.
And I was wrong about that. What else can I be wrong about?
So, okay, let me help you out with that, right? So
I don't want no help. I'm a thug.
Let me help you out
I ain't no
with that.
thought daddy. I'm a thug daddy. No, that pause. Pause. Hard
No,
pause.
Pastor Daddy. Pastor Daddy.
Pastor daddy.
Pastor Daddy. Well, you didn't make that face. Man, he about to have my DMs messed
What Pastor
up
thought daddy?
on Womanology. Where Pastor Stepdaddy? I mean, Pastor Daddy. Where that daddy? But okay, so this is how I think maybe you should approach it, because I understand, like, if I profess my love, I said, God, I'm good. You know, I was under God. I was going to do this. All the things, right? And then that causes you to have mistrust within yourself because you don't know what you don't know. But I think in the evolution of us getting older, it's a lot of things that we don't know. And so we have to understand and surrender in the fact that because I don't know, then I have to trust God in all of this.
Now, 100% agree with you on that. How hard is it to trust God in everything?
If you would have let me finish,
Oh, my bad, Kyle.
But I feel you on that because it's very hard. It's very hard to surrender,
especially in relationships.
It's very hard to surrender in relationships. It's very hard to surrender within yourself. You just said that sometimes you don't even know yourself. Sometimes you have a battle within yourself. Sometimes you're tired of yourself. So it's hard to do all of that, right? But think of the alternative. Are you gonna put the weight on you? Like you gonna surrender to you? Like you. Your next point of surrender.
So no, not
is
in no way at all.
Like,
am I good? Number one, I answered that by saying, or going back to, I can't trust myself to make that decision.
Okay.
Right. So it's not that I'm saying, God, I'll do it. It's more like, man, you gonna have to do it, but man, I really want to, because I know what I think I want, and I'm always aware that I know that I think I want something, but I'm not 100% sure. So I don't want y'all thinking that, oh, that sounds very, off. But and some people can relate.
I can relate to what you're saying.
I want to give this to you.
Right.
But when I see because, dude, everything that I like, I see first.
Okay. Tell me more about what you break
Even
down.
anything, food, vehicles, a partner, everything that you like, you see it first.
Yeah.
So I really, you ain't never walked into a room and was all like, man, his vibe, I love it.
You can
you
just
know,
feel
blind.
his
You
energy.
ain't never walked with your eyes closed and I'm like, man, I love his personality, whoever it is.
Right.
Number one, you don't even know who to aim at.
That's true. That's why I said you can just feel the energy.
Right.
You
So
don't know
it's
who
like
coming from
it's like, okay, well,
or where it's coming from.
when I like something, it's because I let it into my eye gate. So I'm like, okay, well, now I'm trying to help God with with the information
And
that
he
I
don't be
have.
knowing.
He doesn't. He doesn't. And I'm all like, oh well, you know, the way I want mine is, you know. And then it's like, yeah, but that fit the description of your ex. You know?
And that didn't
So
work out.
and that ex is an ex for no other reason. But I mean, it's not because of how she looked. It's not because of, you know, the things she did, or all the things she did. But it's certain things that she did that kind of, or didn't do, or wasn't present for. It's something that happened in that relationship that kind of blinded you because of what you saw. That's bars right there.
So, okay, I paused so you can have this bar moment. That's it.
Yeah, it was a bar. That bar was brought to you by good people at Womanology.
He's trying to be a host on Womanology. You notice he said good people.
The good people.
But, okay, so here's what I'm going to ask you. So when you have, or just, comments on it, when I think about it, you said it like, it's like I want to help God, but he already knows what I want. So for me, it's like a control thing. It's like,
Right.
Not saying I want to help, but I want him to tell me like every step of what he's doing.
Right. So I can approve it.
So I can approve.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
like I said at the beginning, we all have that sense of control,
yeah.
and we want to in our very essence, in what we like really want, especially if you've been through enough relationships to be like, man, I'm sick and tired of this. God, can you handle this for me? Even when we say we give up totally,
we don't be giving up.
We don't give up totals.
We don't be giving.
There's a little bit on that altar that ain't quite burnt yet, and we gonna use that part.
That little piece that's not. That's still.
Come on, guys. Let me this one right here.
I'm gonna take this, but he's so awesome. He wouldn't even. Why would he give you a scrap?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes he will, because he'll let us bump our heads just enough to where you learn a lesson, but you don't be you're not consumed by the lesson.
Okay, so this is what I mean by scrap. So I meant like he wouldn't want us to settle.
Right.
That's what I meant. But you're right, though. Sometimes he would allow us to have that lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he'll let you marry whoever you want to marry, because it's free will. It's not like he's gonna, and that's what a lot of us think that God is gonna do. Like, God is gonna stop me.
Like he's gonna come down.
Right, he's gonna stop me from doing this. He's gonna stop me from doing that. Not everything that you want to do, God is gonna stop you from doing. Some things he will. Some things he will, and be like, nah, I ain't gonna let you go that far, because that's too far. But there's a lesson within that, but between the too far and where you should just let God just handle your singleness. But like it's very hard to allow God to bring you out of singleness without help. Without trying to help.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a question for you. Do you feel like in your singleness and in your journey that you could connect with somebody that is outside of your faith?
You could. I mean, people could. Period. Me, anybody. Because when you see somebody, you don't see their religion. You don't see their faith. You don't see anything. You see, man, I really like that sweet potato pie. You know what I'm saying? I like that pound cake. But I'm not looking at it for the ingredients. I'm looking at the holistic thing. And then when you so for a person, I'm not looking at that person for their individual makeup. You know what I'm saying? What makes them up? I'm not looking at their personality. I'm not looking at their beliefs. I'm not looking at their education.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at their employment. I'm looking at, do I like what I see?
So the
The first thing I would
physical,
do I like what I
physical
see?
attraction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do I like what I see? Because when the deal boils down, I'm gonna have to wake up next to this person multiple times in my life. Yeah, especially if you get married. That's every day. Every day. Look. This is one of my things that I'm afraid of.
Okay.
I'm afraid. Yeah, we've been honest on womanology.
We are very honest on
So
womanology.
I'm afraid of giving. Look, it's gonna sound weird coming from a pastor, but giving God the complete reign over, my singleness and finding my mate, and I get a booger wolf.
But okay, so let's talk about that. Because I think as Christians, people expect us to, not saying we can't be humble, okay? But people expect us to be like, well, he looks like Urkel. He's fine. I mean,
Right.
So he's fine. He does this, but they expect us not to be attracted to our person because we are Christians. But honestly speaking, I don't think God gonna put me with somebody that he know I'm not attracted to.
I would hope. Now, that I would hope.
So you
because
saying a booger wolf, but I'm just saying.
If God has a booger wolf in my future,
maybe you'll go
God,
blind.
Please, God.
Maybe you won't. If you go blind, you won't see him.
Then
see.
I don't want to go blind either, God. I don't want no booger wolf. I don't want to go blind.
So you don't want no booger wolf.
I don't want to go blind.
You don't want a Tatiana. Outwardly.
I don't want 100% Tatiana.
I said outwardly.
Right. I don't want a sexy red. I want to,
You about to have my womanology DMs like messed up. Right. I don't think they can find you.
I don't want a sexy red. But I don't want a Dottie Peoples either. I want someone just right there in the middle. A Dottie red.
Dottie red. A Dottie red.
Sexy Peoples.
Sexy Peoples.
Dottie Peoples. Sexy red.
What you want to do with sexy people? You want a sexy Peoples? I thought you wanted something not outwardly. You wanted something more inwardly.
It's just a mashup. A mashup.
Well,
yeah.
You heard it.
You heard it first as well.
What I'm saying is, but even when you think about Christians and dating, it's expected for them to not be attracted to their partners and to not have certain, attributes that they like.
Unrealistic. Yeah. Unrealistic.
About their partners, like they can't be. For me, they can't be handsome, or they can't have a personality, and as long as they're making money,
and some people that money doesn't matter either. It's supposed to be you got your mate. I mean, yeah, but we got to exist outside of our matehood.
Yeah, and then I always say this. I'm not trying to. I've said this before. I'm not saying that money doesn't make you happy. Money
is for the purpose that money, right?
A lot of problems. And money makes you more comfortable than possibly could be if you didn't have it. Let's just say that.
Let's say this, but peace is important, but you can't pay your bills with peace.
So
you need money. Money is there for what money is good for, and the other stuff is better.
Yeah, for sure.
Because of those things, you can have your bills paid, your rent paid. Look, a nice bed doesn't mean that you're gonna get good sleep.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So I mean, you use money for what it's good for, and peace for what it's good for.
All right, I like that. So
yeah, my mom could.
This episode, I want to recap. So we talked about dating and how we need to just start teaching our young ones how to date. For me, I teach my son how to date. Now he is a young man.
I started mine early with my son.
And he has a plethora of women for him to
And he light skinned too, so
and tall.
yeah. So
So yeah, but the reason why
he got the Drake syndrome. And if he know how to look, all he had to do is learn how to make a beat and learn how to sing, and he gonna be.
I'm about to excuse you.
He
We
would
don't
be
talk
like,
about the Drake syndrome. Don't do my baby. But anyway, so I
just hold on, we're going home.
I have to teach him how to date because for women, we see a guy that we like that's cute, that's mannerable. He's very what's the word I'm looking for? He has manners, but gentleman. Thank you. He's a gentleman. So they look at that and they think like, oh, like I'll date him. I want to be with him. Things like that.
Do you think that women look at men and see a gentleman and be like, I want that? Or
yes,
do
yes. And I'm gonna hold that thought. But people look at the women baby, that's what I call them. But I do because between 18 and 25, like really, what are you? Yeah. So a baby adult, that's what I call them, and so they look at that and I have to tell him all the time, do not leave these girls on. Do not leave them on because they would be at your dorm room. They would be showing up at your class because you were nice to them. You spent some time with them. You probably bought them a little McDonald's, and now they think, y'all together. So
McDonald's is wild.
Right,
in college, that's crazy.
But
I love it though.
You have to guard not only your heart, but you have to be stewards of someone else's heart as well.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave anybody on.
And
I'm
that's fact.
teaching him how to do that. But yeah,
I told my son early when he was like maybe 11 to 12, I was like, look, tell you right now, you only need one girlfriend.
Yeah, I told my son that too.
Yeah, you only need one girlfriend. And these girls can wait. Take care of you first. Get your, education and all that kind of stuff. Get you, get a job or career, wherever you want to go. Handle that first because you cannot help anybody else if you drown. So, it's God, you, family, and everything else happens. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, we got to teach these kids how to date because I wasn't taught how to date, and I think now these 40+ singles, we just out here running them up.
Right.
We don't know what to do.
Right. We lost out here in these streets.
We lost. I mean, we learning now.
We
but
lost out here in these streets.
We
Man. Somebody come GPS and stay where y'all at.
We should please. We should have been taught this at these vacation Bible schools.
Bruh. Right. We over here trying to learn how to do science experiments. We did this at school. Teach me how to find a woman.
Right. The conversation.
Right. Teach me how to find this woman.
Teach me, like you said earlier, teach me how to be emotionally available. Teach me how to be, regulate my emotions, things like that. So, yes, so this is our episode, Womanology Podcast.
Hold on, wait. You supposed to answer the other question.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was it?
You really think that women are out here looking for gentlemen?
Right. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, conveniently.
I do.
Listen, you really think that? And I'm not talking about every woman because you can't speak for every woman, but
so do you mean the age range that I'm in, like the late 30s?
No, I'm just talking about.
Or do you mean like
women in general?
Okay, so the reason why I asked because in the age range that that we currently are talking about, that was kind of left behind in the whole,
Right.
like the stories. It's a lot of us that are really single, more than it's ever been. Yes. So, I say that to be like, yeah, they are looking for a gentleman.
A gentleman?
Yeah. Someone who is kind, someone who's a gentleman.
You want to know why I have a problem with that?
Go ahead.
And it's probably me overgeneralizing, but I guess you can't and maybe I'm stereotyping. Y'all can put it in the comments. I'm a big guy.
I'm gonna tag his
boy.
podcast.
No, you don't. No, you don't. But maybe right. Maybe I'm overgeneralizing. Maybe I'm overgeneralizing. But Like, if I see someone that is a hardcore Glorilla, Sexy Red fan, that doesn't say to me. That says you want the type of woman, or the type of man
that you are
that.
portraying. You know,
Right.
that's okay. I'm happy that you brought it up. Maybe that's another episode because that's a whole different of like what are you putting out there and what are you receiving.
Right. Like,
So I get
I
what
can
you're
say,
saying.
okay, well, I want me a nice, wholesome woman, but I'm always out at the strip club.
No, I get exactly what you're saying. So I think if we want to talk about
I'm not at the strip club.
if we want to talk about those women, Sexy Red and Glorilla. So Sexy Red said it on herself that at home, you know, she's not this person. She literally went on Breakfast Club. She was like, at home, I'm at home with my kids. Like this wig is off. Like I'm not this girl. So, um, and I can probably send that episode to you. But anyway, I say that to be like, you have women like that who portray that, but they're really not that person. So in that
Yeah,
case,
and that's
yes,
not the person. That's not the person
I
that I'm.
would think that you would want a gentleman, but also here's the other thing: you can still be a thigh daddy or a hood dude and be a gentleman. Like the two can coexist together.
Okay.
So with Glorilla, I don't.
Now that's kind of
Go
it's a you got to admit that it's kind of a unicorn.
Yeah.
Because I mean, how do you find a thigh daddy that's also a gentleman?
So
Because like you know what thigh mean, right?
yeah, so that is so maybe not a thought daddy, maybe like a gangster pop.
Gangsta poppy.
I know we
You heard it
this
here, ladies and gentlemen.
vocabulary.
If y'all ever want to know what kind of men we are, watch this episode.
Maybe like
The
a
generation of thigh daddies, gangster
poppy.
gangster pop, GPs and TDs.
So maybe a gangster poppy, right? So or a hood dude, but a lot of them are just they just in their environment they're just hood dudes.
They doing what they doing.
Yeah. So you don't want to discount someone just because of what they're doing, because like I said, bring it back to Sexy Red since you brought her up. Literally on the podcast that she said, I do not have these wigs on. I am with my kids. I am playing with my children. I am playing with my son. I got my daughter. So she's not out here.
Right, but that's not the woman I'm looking. That's not the woman I'm. I can understand that she can play a character, right?
Correct.
She can play a character, but some people are attributing that character to real life. They're living vicariously through the character, not the person. So then, my question is, okay, Sexy Red can have her stuff together, but the person that are like, I want to be like Sexy Red,
You don't think they deserve gentlemen?
I didn't say that they don't deserve it.
You don't
I'm
think
saying,
they want
what
it?
are they putting out?
Okay. So,
What are they like? Like I said, I can say, okay, well, you know what? I'm a real gentleman. I love a woman, and this and that. I want a real woman that I can just chill with. Blah, 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 blah. But every time you see me, I'm at the club. I'm not at the club, but at the strip club. Now, am I looking for what I'm looking for in the place where it can be found?
I don't know.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Can you find a gentleman being like
the vocabulary we said.
right, being sexy reddish?
I still feel like you can, and I'm just okay. So here are
And
some
I
examples.
could be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Here are some examples. I work in the city of St. Louis. I work in inner city schools, and so I have meetings with parents who don't fit that prototype, right? And some of the gentlemen that come to the meetings, and I am going to call them gentlemen, but they may perceive, a little.
They may present,
yeah, a little thuggish, but they're kind. They say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. A lot of them pull out my chairs. We're having meetings. They hold open doors, but it's just not for me. It's like for those who are meeting with us. So they gently talk to everyone. They're gentlemanly, like I don't know if that's a word, but they're gentlemen like to everyone. So I can't say that just because you have this outer appearance that you're not a gentleman when I've seen it for myself on several different occasions.
Right. And that's still not what I'm saying. Because
Okay.
like I can actually be this person, but I'm presenting something like if
Okay.
if I tell you I'm a vegan, but every time you see me, I'm at a barbecue eating meat and all this kind of stuff, and I'm
Then
telling
you're not
no,
a
I'm
vegan.
really right because I'm presenting something else, right? I'm presenting you that I'm vegan, but I'm acting a different way.
I don't
My
know if that's the same.
behavior is that of something else.
Okay.
So like if I tell you I'm a thug, do you believe me? Why?
Because I know you.
Because you know me and I present, but no matter how I present, okay, well, you putting on.
Okay. I can see where you're coming from in that sense, like whatever you present, and so that's what you want to attract. So I can understand where you're coming from. I guess, like I said, I'm just coming
And
from
like that's
my
not the
experience.
recipe for everybody. And,
Yeah.
some people are just rough around the edges and they are really gentlemen.
Yeah.
And then some women just love the music that they listen to, but
And
they
they are
want
really
a nerd. I
Yeah.
want me a guy that's in Scientology or not Scientology. That's crazy. But then like,
Please no.
I want
Right.
I want a mechanical engineer. You know, I don't want a thug for me. I just like to hear that when they say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I was just curious.
I mean, that was a good question. That was a nice little debate. Nice little talk to end the podcast of Womanology.
Well, y'all, this is the end of our episode.
I told y'all he wants to be the host so bad. Thank you for listening to Womanology _podcast. I am Rhea, the host of Womanology. This is my
Pastor
friend.
Steve, and I'm the co-host of Woman. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. If you gonna do that, we gonna have to change the name. Or like maybe have you on, because no, I'm not doing it with you. Thank you for listening. I love you. Bye.